But again, back to the breaking news of the moment. Justice Kennedy has announced his plan to retire. So the President of the United States is going to have an opportunity at another justice, having appointed Neil Gorsuch. I'm actually joined right now on the phone by Sean Spicer, the former press secretary for the Trump administration. And Sean, it's good to talk to you. We have lots to discuss. I know that we were originally planning to talk about Sarah Huckabee and her need for Secret Service, but with this news just breaking, what's your reaction? I mean, this president is going to have a chance to appoint two justices now and really help to reshape the future of the Supreme Court here in the U.S.
Well, that's absolutely right, Trish. This is historic, not just because of the number of appointments, but as you correctly pointed out just a moment ago, Kennedy's been a swing vote on the court, and Trump is going to probably pick somebody just like he did with Neil Gorsuch, somebody on the list that he put out earlier during the campaign, which was a tactic that he used to really shore up conservative support and win it over. You've seen the type of people beyond the Supreme Court that he's already appointed, 12 on the circuit court, all very strict constructionalists, and I think you're going to see that in whomever he nominates. But this is going to be big because this is the kind of stuff that cements his legacy, not just for 4 or 5 years, but frankly for a generation.
Really, I mean, that's the significance of it here. I mean, the timing, because these are appointments, don't forget, right, for life, unless you decide, as Kennedy did, to retire. Why do you think Justice Kennedy was picking now?
Well, it's hard to know. I mean, I think that there's an age factor for a lot of these individuals who have served the public and the court for such a long time that you're never going to find the absolute sweet spot to go. And I think Justice Kennedy has served this nation very, very ably, and I think he had to make a decision as far as what was best for his and his family and wanted to continue to do this. But you know, look, I think that what I mentioned before is important. You're seeing these justices not just at the Supreme Court, but at the Circuit Court and other federal court appointees that are not just conservative, but they're also younger. And I think that's important. You saw this with Neil Gorsuch, where you're going to have a much more lasting effect on the judiciary and on the interpretation of the Constitution, on jurisprudence for many, many years to come if that pattern continues.
You know, Sean, as a conservative, this has to please you. You know, I say often on the show, I'm neither conservative nor liberal. I don't belong to any party, and you can't put me in a box. That said, when it comes to the interpretation of something like the Constitution, having been a scholar of U.S. history, especially early U.S. history, those founding fathers knew what they were doing. And so having a conservative interpretation of the Constitution is worth something as you try and preserve this wonderful republic that we are. I can imagine you agree with that. And for that reason, you're pleased that the president has this opportunity to affect and shape the future of our courts?
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the beautiful thing is that if you look at what the president's been able to do over the past 18 months, he has a strong history so far of appointing conservative, rather younger justices to all these various levels of the federal court, all the way up through Neil Gorsuch and the Supreme Court. And that really bodes well for people who believe in a more constitutional interpretation, as opposed to what we've seen before with a lot of liberal judges trying to legislate from the bench. It is probably the biggest legacy that this president will have, and one of the untold success stories so far.
Wow. Just while I have you here, and we're going to go back to the Supreme Court in just a moment, but what's your reaction as the former press secretary that, you know, you yourself, I mean, to think that, you know, you had to go through the whole Saturday Night Live thing and Melissa McCarthy, et cetera, which, you know, may have been funny to some, and I'm sure at times difficult for you and for your family, but did you ever experience this kind of harassment where you felt as though your personal space was in danger and that you might be in need of Secret Service?
Well, I'm going to have to Google that Melissa McCarthy thing that you're talking about. I'm just kidding. but yeah.
You got to admit, it was pretty good, right? You got to admit it. I want to see you guys together.
It's a lot easier to laugh at that the further away you get from it. But it's and I think that's one thing, people making jokes. But what has happened to Sarah and Kirstjen Nielsen, the Secretary of Homeland Security, and so many others, it has become violent and threatening. And I'm very concerned that the left has failed to call out and turn the temperature down. It's one thing to protest. That's what makes America great. It's one thing to organize. That we have so many examples in history of people effectively organizing. It is quite another to intimidate, harass, and threaten and use violence. And that's what we're seeing. And the need that Sarah has for speaking on behalf of a president, which is her job, it is to express the sentiments and views of the president of the United States. But it is really having, I think, a darkening effect on people's desire to go into public service. This is wrong, and whether or not you're on the right, the left, you should be denouncing this. And I'm very concerned on the lack of concern. In fact, when people are calling it out, they're saying, well, Trump started it. This is like an 8-year-old discussion. Who's to blame? The bottom line is the behavior is wrong. The violence, the push towards violence and intimidation and harassment is wrong. And I think all leaders, whether you're on the right or the left, Republican or conservative, should call this out equally. It is sad. It's a sad day to see that.
Yeah. Sean, listen, you're right. I mean, I wouldn't wish this on anyone, and I think it's a sad day for America because the people that we need to be running, we need new blood, right? On both sides, and you want people to feel that they can take that on, and yet if it's an actual risk to them, you're not going to get people wanting to engage in public service. You're not going to want to see people running for office or working for a candidate, and that is a danger to our democracy.
Well, Trish, look, you saw what happens when you do it effectively last night. A 28-year-old young woman went out and effectively organized against a multi-term incumbent in New York and won because she had an effective message, at least on the left. And I think won and showed that if you do this effectively, she was heavily outspent. And that's how we work in a democracy. We don't take to the street to violence, intimidation, harassment. And so that's why I would encourage people. If you don't like the policies, then go out and organize. If you support the president, go out and organize and support him. If you don't, then do it. But do it civilly and respectfully.
Yeah, and peacefully. Sean Spicer, good to have you here today. Thank you so much.